Hey everybody, Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision, and crossover season is upon us as our women's basketball team opens up at home this weekend against two great opponents here at the Simon Center. Joining us is their head coach, Collin Lanam, and Collin, it's been a great preseason for the ladies. Some new faces, some veteran faces, but a really good, hardworking team that I've had a chance to see during practices, and it really seems like the youngsters are meshing in with the veterans very well.
Yeah, we've got a handful of newcomers between transfers and freshmen this year. So going to be an interesting early part of the season just to get all the kinks out, to get kind of that melding of the returners and the newcomers. Still relatively inexperienced. You know, we were talking the other day, there's only 2 kids on this team that I've coached for longer than a year. So just trying to figure out kind of how the systems go. You know, we tend to kind of develop as the season goes along anyways in terms of our X's and O's. So it's just been a lot of learning right now. And you know, once we get things rolling and kind of get more comfortable, I think we're going to really hit our stride.
Well, I tell you what, I think it's going to start and stop with Mary Barton. Having her back for her senior year, you know, the impact that she's made on the program, having her as your floor leader, that's got to be just a big plus for you, and especially in the locker room.
Well, and I think for the girls as well. You know, you look at the one game, we didn't have her last year, and it was pretty evident that she wasn't on the floor just from her presence and being a calming factor. So, you know, she's always that player that everybody can rely on, whether you're a player or you're a coach. But we also understand that every scouting report is going to have her as one of the keys to the game. So, you know, not to take anything away from her, but we're going to need the other 13 girls to step up and help her along the way, which I think that we're very well balanced and have the potential to do that. You know, she's had an awesome career and is going to go out as one of the, you know, she's going to have her name all over the record book when this thing's said and done. So very excited for her to have a great senior year. You know, I think Abby Monis has put in the time and work that she's ready to have another year. She had a kind of a breakout season for her last year. She's done some really good things, had a big game against Western Illinois in an exhibition, played well the other day in a scrimmage as well. So, you know, really just kind of rely on those 2 leaders to guide us where we need to go, and then everybody kind of fall in line and do their part as well.
Well, I was just going to mention, Abby, you know, having her healthy during a full preseason this year. Last year really didn't get going until later on in the preseason, and then, you know, the first couple games still kind of getting her feet wet. But having her able to go all fall here to get ready, that's a big key. And we saw it against Western Illinois, how comfortable she felt out on the floor.
Yeah, Abby had a rough first couple years here in terms of injuries, and her resilience has been awesome. You know, I don't know if her peers understand what she's gone through from a mental and physical standpoint, but we as a coaching staff see that and recognize it, and just to see what she's been able to overcome from that has been great. You know, last year was essentially her first year. You know, first time she was able to play from start to finish with relatively minor physical issues. So, you know, the confidence that she has going into this season is as high as it's ever been. You know, we're really excited for her to do some special things this year.
Well, it gets started this weekend, 1 o'clock games on both Friday and Saturday. And it's not going to be an easy start. But you know what? If you're going to be successful and you're going to get, you know, looks at that automatic berth or that, you know, at-large berth, these are games you got to play in the non-conference season. Grand Valley, Davenport, 2 very established teams here in the Midwest.
Yeah, you know, fortunately we've played these guys opening up the last couple of years, so starting the season with these games isn't anything new. We know and we talk about it, hey, we've got Davenport and Grand Valley to start off with every year. We're going to play a Davenport team that's continuing to develop and grow. You know, they just recently, a few years ago, made the transition from NAIA to Division II, and they're getting their kids in. You know, Coach Williams, the head coach at Grand Valley State, was at Davenport before, so he kind of got things rolling and helped establish them as a NAIA powerhouse. You know, Rick has come in and continued that, and he's getting his kids in, and they're tough. They're going to play hard. They're going to get up and down. It's going to be a really high-paced game. Then going into Saturday, you know, playing number 3 team in the country, we know every game against Grand Valley, we're going to be playing against a potential national championship team. They had a great run last year, got knocked off by Drury in the Elite Eight, but kind of whoever won that game had a good shot at winning it all. So they bring back a lot from last season that was really good. They're gonna be a team that's probably gonna win their league, probably have the conference player of the year in their post. So it's gonna be a good challenge for us to really see, okay, here's where we are, here is where we want to be. What do we need to do to continue to take the steps to be at the level of a Grand Valley?
No doubt about it. Well, good luck this weekend. We'll talk next week. But it's going to be a great weekend to open up basketball season here at Simon.
We're looking forward to it.
Collin Lanam joins us as he does every week, starting this week. And once again, 1 o'clock on Friday and Saturday, Davenport on Friday. Then we'll have Grand Valley State on Saturday. Both games will be on Saints Vision, so you'll be able to follow along there. If not, follow us on Twitter at Maryville Saints. We'll keep you updated all day long and all weekend long about how our women's basketball team is doing against two very good Midwestern opponents. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.